2012. The 2012 Summer Olympics made London the first city to have hosted the modern games. Of 3 Olympiads, London is the only city in the United Kingdom to have ever hosted the Olympics. The United States is the only country to have hosted Summer Olympics on more occasions than the United Kingdom. Now let me tell you about the history of London Olympics. Firstly, the 1908 Summer Olympics. The 1908 Summer Olympics, the Games of the Ivy Olympiad, were the fourth modern Olympic Games, and the third to be hosted outside of Athens, Greece. The International Olympic Committee considers them the fourth Olympic Games, discounting the intercalated 1906 Summer Olympics. The 1908 Olympic Games were scheduled to take place in Rome, but the eruption of Mount Vesuvius on the 7th of April, 1906 required the Italian government to redirect funds away from the Olympics. The events took place between the 27th of April, 1908, and the 31st of October, 1908, with 22 nations participating in 110 events. The British team easily topped the unofficial medal count, finishing with 3 times as many medals as the second-place United States. Now let us turn to the 1944 Summer Olympics. The 1944 Summer Olympics, the Games of the 13 Olympiad, were scheduled to be held in London. Awarded in 1939, they were, however, cancelled due to World War II. These games would have celebrated the 50th anniversary of the modern Olympiad. The 1948 Summer Olympics. The 1948 Summer Olympics, the Games of the 14 Olympiad, were the first to be held after World War II, with the 1944 Summer Olympics having been cancelled due to the war. Showing a collective unity after the war, 59 nations competed in 136 different events between the 29th of July, 1948, and the 14th of August, 1948. Germany and Japan were not invited to the Games due to security reasons. Unlike the last time the UK hosted the Olympics, the British athletes did not have a high medal count, finishing 12th in the unofficial medal count, with only 23 medals. The most recent Olympics were the 2012 London Olympics. The 2012 Summer Olympics, the Games of the 13 Olympiad, took place between the 27th of July, 2012, and the 12th of August, 2012. The London 2012 Olympic bid was announced as the winner of the bidding process on the 6th of July, 2005, following unsuccessful bid attempts for previous Olympics by Manchester and Birmingham. Team GB finished third with 29 gold medals and 65 total medals, representing their best medal haul since London first hosted the Olympics in 1908. Now let me tell you about the 2012 Summer Paralympics. The 2012 Summer Paralympic Games were the 14th Paralympics and took place between the 29th of August, 2012, and the 9th of September, 2012, at the Summer Olympics venues in London.
Presenting the participation of Indians in the London Olympics 2012.
We are proud on them who made the history. Presenting the spectacular Six of India, Vijay Kumar. In a high-profile shooting contingent that included Abhinav Bindra, Gainag Narang, and Ranjan Singh Sadhi among others, Vijay Kumar entered the 25-meter rapid-fire pistol qualifiers without a lot of expectations. But a fourth-place finish meant the whole of India was watching the six-man final with bated breath, and Vijay did exceptionally well to hold his own against some world-class shooters to claim the silver. After shooting 585 over 2 stages of the qualification, the Indian was consistent right through the final but could not match the highly accurate Luis Pupo of Cuba. Sushil Kumar, the best, it seems, was saved for the last. India's flag bearer at the opening ceremony, and the 2008 Beijing Games bronze medalist was 6 minutes away from winning a gold in the 66 kg freestyle event. On the final day of the Olympics, the star wrestler took center stage against the Beijing gold medalist Ramazan Sahin in the round of 16. An upset 3-1 win over the Turk made him a favorite to make the final, and he beat Tatyr Navruzov and Azurek Tanatarov to set up the gold medal match with Japanese Tatsuhiro Yonemitsu. A stomach bug set him back in the final, and the Japanese proved too good for the Indian, but the silver has ensured him a place in history as the first athlete of independent India to win 2 Olympic medals. Saina Nehwal. No athlete would want to win a medal the way Saina did. Having stormed into the semi-finals without dropping a game, the Indian was up against Ihan Wang, the world's best player, and lost 21-13, 21-13. She was up against another tough opponent in the semi-finals, China's Zhen Wang. Saina lost the opening game, in which she showed signs of dominating her opponent towards the end. But Wang had twisted her ankle during the first game, and had to concede the match after just 1 point in the second. Saina said she was not happy at the way she won the medal, India's first in the sport, but was delighted that India left a mark in badminton at the Games. Mary Kom. A 5-time world champion, Mary Kom had waited for many years to make her Olympic debut. With women's boxing set to make its debut in London, Mary had her chance, but not without a price. The Indian won all her world titles in the 45 and 45 kg categories, and would have to compete in the 51 kg category, the lowest in the Games. After a lot of hard work and numerous attempts to put on weight, Mary entered the ring, clearly struggling on power and in height against almost everyone else in the category. But the mother of 2 fought with all her heart, punched well above her weight, and finally fell to eventual gold medalist Nicola Adams in the final 4. This was a bronze worth its weight in gold. Gagan Narang. Gagan would be the first person to tell you that a bit if disappointment will always surround his bronze-winning effort in London. The Indian entered the Games in terrific form, and was a favorite in the 10-meter air rifle event, along with Abhinav Bindra, the Beijing gold medalist. While Bindra failed to make the final, Gagan qualified for the final with a score of 598/600, just 1 point behind the joint leader Niccolò Campriani and Alan George Moldavinu. The Indian was in the running for a silver, but a 9.5 with the 8th shot cost him dearly as Campriani held on, while Moldova now claimed gold. Yogeshwar Dutt. Dutt came to London determined to make up for the disappointment of the 2008 Beijing Games, where he missed a medal by a whisker. The 29-year-old came through the qualifier, but went down to Besik Kudakov in the round of 16, which ended his hopes of a silver or gold. Fortunately, Kudakov made the final, and Dutt had a shot at the medal thanks to the repechage round, although he would have to beat 3 wrestlers in less than an hour to reach the podium. Dutt, however, showed great grit and courage, and above all, a lot of intelligence on the mat, as he beat Franklin Matos Gomez, Mesa Desmael Poorhouyabari, and Mayan Zhongri to take the bronze, despite a swollen eye. Summary of Indian participation. India competed at the 2012 Summer Olympics in London, United Kingdom, from the 27th of July to the 12th of August 2012. The Indian Olympic Association sent the nation's largest delegation to the Games in Olympic history. A total of 83 athletes, 60 men and 23 women, competed in 13 sports. Men's field hockey was the only team-based sport in which India had its representation in these Olympic Games. India also marked its Olympic return in weightlifting, after the International Weightlifting Federation imposed a 2-year suspension for the nation's athletes in Beijing because of doping scandal. The Indian team featured several Olympic medalists from Beijing, including rifle shooter and Olympic gold medalist Abhinav Bindra, who failed to advance into the final rounds of his event in London. Wrestler and Olympic bronze medalist Sushil Kumar managed to claim another medal by winning silver in the men's freestyle wrestling. The Indian Olympic Association also appointed him to be the nation's flag bearer at the opening ceremony. This was India's most successful Olympics based on the medal standings, winning a total of 6 medals, 2 silver and 4 bronze, and doubling the nation's overall record in Beijing. 2 medals were awarded to the athletes in shooting and wrestling. India also set a historical milestone for the female athletes, who won 2 Olympic medals. Badminton player and world junior champion Saina Nehwal became the first Indian athlete to win an Olympic bronze medal in the women's singles. Boxer Mary Kom, on the other hand, lost to Great Britain's Nicola Adams in the semi-final match, but settled for the bronze in the first ever women's flyweight event.